Okay, this is Bill Evans for FOH, and we're here with John Oakley from Midas, and we're going to talk briefly about the recent acquisition of Midas by Behringer. I know there's been a lot of questions, especially among the pro audio space community, about what this means. So first, we're just going to let John tell us what we think it means, and then we'll ask him some questions. So what's great about this? What do you want people to know?
I want people to know that this is actually an opportunity for the two companies to get together and change the whole world. We've got some very big plans. The two companies, they're actually, you may think this is a really strange marriage. When you get into it, I thought it was strange to start with, I really did. But when I went in and I saw what they had within the music group of Behringer and the Eurotech production facility and their business systems, the light bulb went on. I thought, actually, there's something here. And they've got the most fantastic business infrastructure for operating a really effective business. We've got some fantastic technology, great innovation, fantastic sound quality, and a desire to take the world of mixing forward. Now, if you take our capability with how to do things better for the future, and their capability to how to do it effectively, marry that together, you've got something very special and very strong.
Okay, and we all know Behringer is, if anything, efficient, and they know how to do things at a price point. I've already noticed some new mixers being announced at this show that look a lot like the Venice as far as their capabilities, at least. So moving away from the Pro 6 and XL8 for a second, do you see any changes in what we're going to see in the Venice and Sienna and Verona lines?
Yes, I do. But I make a policy of not pre-announcing it.
Okay.
We're not. One thing I will say is we're not abandoning analog. I think the market for the very large analog boards is getting quite small these days, and the digits have taken over. But at the smaller end of the market, where we operate with things like Verona and Venice, there's definitely mileage there. It's not a market we're walking away from. Our Venice product is 8 years old now.
I've had mine for 8 years.
Okay. A typical Midas product lifestyle is about 10 years. That's what we try and maintain. So maybe it needs a facelift.
Okay. The big thing that when I saw this come down, when Midas came out with the digital board, the only complaint everybody had was it's too damn expensive. Is the efficiencies of the Behringer thing, do you think that's going to kind of help in that area? Can we expect to see some Midas digital product that's maybe at a little more attainable price point for some of our smaller sound companies, regionals and things like that want the Midas name?
Well, you never know what happens as our product policy was stated very clearly when we launched the XL8 3 years ago. We're going to have a number of models at different price points, so we're slowly moving down. We always intended to be accessible with our lower end models. Nothing's changed there. Uli Behringer has been very, very clear in interviews he's done that we're not in the business of cheapening Midas at all. We're in the business of Midas being all that we want. If we happen to have a bigger margin, he's there and stated quite clearly we're going to apply that into R&D and have more product, a cheaper product. So we're always going to be the premium company. But as I said, we've always intended that our lower price models were probably closer to competing products than some of our higher end ones. So there isn't, what I'm trying to say is there isn't a change because of the music group acquiring us. The change was coming anyway. But what will happen is they'll make it easier for us and we'll probably make more profit, which we can use to invest in R&D. Now, one of the things that Uli Behringer has asked me to do is in the UK is to set up a world-class R&D centre with some emphasis on the R side of it as well as the D side, where we're going to be looking at technologies and particularly in kind of things to do with ease of use, ease of deployment, that kind of thing, which will be equally applicable to both Midas products and to Behringer products as time goes on. They're going to be totally different products, but the way that people like to use things, there's stuff we can do there. So that's where some of the additional profits will be plowed back into the industry, and that will help the industry overall as well as us.
And we can expect to see Midas stay in the UK
Oh, yes.
forever.
Midas is the UK.
Yeah.
You get Alex Cooper to move away from Kidderminster.
No, I don't think so. Okay, and I haven't told John this yet, and this is actually news to the pro audio space community too. I will tell you that when I found out about the acquisition, I called Big Mick because I figured if anybody knew anything, he was going to know, and he said that the people in the UK were just happy they were owned by a music company again.
Yes. Let me be clear though, Bosch has been a very good company for us. It's supported us. We've actually learned a lot of things from Bosch about how to operate effectively in a very, very organised and very process-driven way. Where it's been more difficult, of course, is it's a huge organisation. We're very tiny. We have no influence. The big difference with Music Group is they're equally to Bosch believe in process management and systems, which is the good thing. We learn from Bosch the value of that, so we can fully embrace that in the Music Group. But the two guys who own the company are musicians, and I report straight to them. The chain of command is like that long, and it's a wonderful feeling. It's very liberating.
Yeah, very good. Any closing words? Anything you want anybody to know moving forward into 2010?
Yes, watch this space.
Okay, there we go. We're over and out. Thanks, guys.